Yes, in the last class we have seen the tragic effect of thalidomide. It's a public outcry because of the thalidomide incident, which is a very matter of concern to the whole world, and it becomes utmost important that all the drug regulatory authorities have to take some stringent rules and regulations before launching the drug into the market. So an approach has been designed for preclinical testing as well as clinical evaluation of the drugs before marketing. So awareness has been created that regarding about the adverse effect of drugs, that is the thalidomide tragedy, and how to detect the adverse effects of drugs when it is launched. I mean, before marketing, all the adverse effect of the drug has to be stopped or it has to be minimized, and that was the main aim of any drug regulatory authorities. It should be safer and it should be effective. Having said that, I would like to move further and I would like to say something which is very, now we will see the classification of adverse drug reactions. Adverse drug reactions can be classified into 4 categories. One is excessive pharmacological effects, secondary pharmacological effects, and idiosyncrasy, followed by allergic drug reactions. Now coming to the excessive pharmacological effects, it is common effects of patient. Those are receiving all these category of drugs, whether it may be cardioactive agent, CNS depressants, hypotensive agents, and hypoglycemic agents. If the patients are given excess form of such agents, any one of these will cause such type of reaction in the patients. So these reactions are usually observed when the patient is taking such drugs. Okay, the name indicates excessive pharmacological effects, the effects which is the effects of pharmacological activities is in excess, so which is causing some unwanted reactions. Some patients are very sensitive to this kind of reaction, even in small doses, which show pharmacological effect, which includes hepatocellular dysfunction. We can see as in severe hepatitis or advanced cirrhosis can reduce the clearance of drugs, okay, like phenytoin, theophylline, and warfarin. A reduction in hepatic blood flow. We can see the reduction in hepatic blood flow, and as in heart failure can reduce the hepatic clearance of the drugs. In case of heart failure, it reduces the hepatic clearance of the drugs. That the drugs having a high extraction ratio, like propranolol, morphine, and pethidine. Reduced production of plasma proteins. Albumin is said to be plasma proteins. When there is a reduced synthesis or production of plasma proteins by the liver in cirrhosis can lead to reduced protein binding of drugs. Thereby decrease in plasma protein like albumin in the liver. It can cause cirrhosis and can lead to because decreased protein binding of drugs. Age of the patients like neonates, infants, and elderly must know during administration of drugs. The detailed knowledge about pharmacokinetic behavior of administered drugs is necessary for administered of dosage to minimize the risks of excessive pharmacological effect. So these are the important things where I have seen. So that is, firstly, we can see here the adverse effects of the drugs, that is hepatocellular dysfunction. Okay, as in severe hepatitis or in advanced cirrhosis, hepatic impairment, where the liver is not functioning properly, whether it may be in severe hepatitis or advanced cirrhosis. It can reduce the clearance of the drugs. The examples may be phenytoin, okay, all these examples like phenytoin, okay, theophylline, and warfarin. A reduction in hepatic blood flow. There is a reduction in hepatic blood flow. There is a reduced hepatic blood flow. When there is reduction in hepatic blood flow, as in heart failure, can reduce the hepatic clearance of the drugs. So hepatic clearance is reduced to a great extent. We can see the example is high extraction ratio drugs. Okay, the examples would be like propranolol, morphine, and pethidine. Reduced production of plasma proteins. The albumin is a plasma protein. When there is a reduced production of plasma proteins by liver, it can lead to cirrhosis. Okay, reduced plasma protein, the drug is not binding properly, okay, by the liver, and it can cause cirrhosis of the liver, can lead to reduced protein binding of drugs. If the problem of plasma protein is reduced, it may be seen in case of cirrhosis. Okay, liver cirrhosis. Okay, liver cirrhosis. Age of the patients. I'm marking those things for your age. Age is one of the important criteria. See, age of the patient is taken into consideration at all times. When you're giving the pharmacological effects depends upon greatly, it has the age and other things has a great influence on how the drug behaves. If you see the neonates, okay, infants, elderly, must know whenever you are administering drugs because of some special populations, whether it may be neonates, infants, and elderly population who are said to be more than 60 years of age. You should know the pharmacological effect of the drugs, how it behaves in the patient when you give the drug to the different age group patients, whether it may be the neonates, elderly patients, or drugs which are used in pregnancy and lactation. The detailed knowledge of all this, how the drug behaves, pharmacokinetic behavior, which includes ADME principles. Okay, ADME principles, absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion of the drugs. You should have the detailed understanding and knowledge about the pharmacokinetic principles when you are administering any drug therapy to minimize the excessive risk, to minimize the risk, okay, excessive risk of the pharmacological effect. So you should understand the drug, the behavior of the drugs, the kinetic profiles of the drugs, the dynamics of profile of the drug, then only you have to go ahead and you have to administer the therapy in special population. Age may be the problem, and hepatic failure, hepatic impairment, renal impairment, and other things are a problem of concern. That times drug can behave wrongly. It can produce some unwanted reactions. So the summary of the excessive pharmacological effects. So some patients are very sensitive to this type of reaction, even in small doses which show pharmacological effects, which includes what we have discussed, whether it may be the causes may be the hepatic impairment, okay, which can be seen in hepatocellular dysfunction or in severe hepatitis, advanced cirrhosis. Okay, there is an impairment of hepatic, thereby there is a decreased in the liver capacity, so the drugs behaves wrongly. It can produce adverse drug reactions. Other important example may be the heart failure in case of hepatic blood flow, reduction in hepatic blood flow, and again it reduces the hepatic clearance of the drugs. Again, renal impairment may be one of the cause for excessive pharmacological effects, decrease in renal filtration and other processes, decrease in renal kidney capacity. That may be the cause for adverse drug reactions. Decreased plasma protein binding, that may be the albumin, that may be one of the cause for development of adverse drug reactions. And age is one of the important parameters. Special populations, neonates, pediatrics, and other groups has to be taken care while administering the therapy. And the sex, females are sensitive to almost many drugs. That may be the one of the problem for adverse drug reactions. And lastly, to minimize adverse drug reactions, we should understand the detailed aspect of pharmacological knowledge, which includes the pharmacokinetic profile of the drug therapy. Okay, absorption, distribution, metabolism, followed by excretion.